let's spend Spain together.
Here's the thing. The thought of traveling alone is scary. It's always gonna be scary. There is nothing you can do to make it stop being scary. The only thing you can do is accept that it feels scary, but do it anyways. I know this is not what you want to hear. There's no secret ingredients and you won't wake up one day and just feel ready for it. If you have the opportunity to travel by yourself and you really want to give it a try, but you're so scared that you're sitting at home thinking maybe one day I will feel less frightened, you're wasting your time. You will feel terrified about the idea of traveling alone until you've done it once and you realize that the rewards are way bigger than you fear. I know that you're following a bunch of people online who travel the world on their own and it looks exciting and you think, if only I was brave enough to do this. I'm gonna let you in on a little secret. We, the people who travel a lot, are scared as well. Okay, maybe not all of us, but definitely me. What I wanna say is, this is not something that just you are going through. I personally almost pee my pants before every single big trip, even now after traveling for so many years. If it's just a neighboring country kind of thing or not too far away, I'm super chill. But if I'm traveling to the rainforest by myself or I'm planning to spend a couple months on another continent, I usually get so scared the night before that I consider cancelling it. Welcome to the Airbnb. Let me show you around. What I've become used to is accepting that this fear might always be there, but I won't let it stop me. And I can guarantee you that over time it will get a lot easier to manage and it won't be as bad anymore. That being said, there are a few ways to make friends during your solo trip that are surprisingly easy and will change your experience from being a little bit scary to having a lot of fun and wanting to do this again as soon as possible. Because just because you travel alone doesn't mean you have to be lonely. And I believe that making new friends during your travels is the absolute best way to combat this massive fear of traveling alone. I have never been on a trip where I didn't make at least a handful of new friends. Depending on where you stay and what choices you make, it can actually be quite simple to meet other travelers. An almost guaranteed way is by staying in hostels. And don't worry, that doesn't necessarily mean you have to share your room with people you don't know. A lot of times hostels have private rooms as well. But if you do want that proper hostel experience and you're a girl, they usually also have female-only dorms where you can sleep surrounded by other women only. The reason why hostels work better for finding friends along the way compared to staying in a regular hotel is that they are specifically built for people to get to know each other. They usually organize group trips you can sign up to. Some of them do family-style dinners where everyone sits together on one big table, and most of them have their own house bar where you can relax and have a drink with the other travelers staying there. A lot of times people will just come up to you and introduce themselves or even ask you if you want to join them to the beach. And I promise you, there are a lot of others who are traveling alone as well. In my opinion, Hostel World is by far the best website to find hostels. You can even see who else is going to stay there beforehand and message people ahead of your trip. This is optional though. Also, none of the websites and resources I'm mentioning in this video are sponsored. These are just the ones I have used before and really liked, and they do make traveling alone so much easier. In the past, I have also volunteered and worked at hostels in exchange for a free bed and food. I have done this in South Africa and on an island in Panama, and both times I had a blast. I made a lot of new friends, and it was also a great way to get to know the destination. If you're planning to stay in one specific destination for a longer period of time and you want to save some money, I highly recommend looking into this. The easiest way to do this is simply sending the hostel an email, asking them if they offer volunteer positions. If I can find mine again, I will insert one or more screenshots of the emails I sent back then. Feel free to use the same script. If you have work experience in the tourism industry, that's obviously a plus, but absolutely not necessary, because most of the other people I met who did this as well didn't have any prior experience. Another option to find volunteer positions around the world is browsing through the website workaway.info. Worldpackers.com is another great website. However, depending on the project and organization, they sometimes charge an extra fee per week, so watch out for that. Not only do they post work opportunities in hostels, but essentially any type of volunteer work where you will get compensated in accommodation and food. And this is so cool because you can sign up to house sitting. You can teach English in a local school. You can work at a conservation project or take care of animals. You can read through the reviews of other volunteers who already stayed there and get a feel for the vibe. Usually there are multiple volunteers at these projects at the same time, so it's very easy to make new friends. You also get to experience the local culture. You can improve your language skills. Overall, it's just a lot of fun. Then, also not sponsored, there's this new app I heard about a couple months ago. I haven't had a chance to use it myself, but I will definitely give it a try very soon because I think it's such a fun concept. It's called Trip BFF and it's an app that connects solo travelers. Essentially, anyone can post their travel plans on there and people can decide to join them. From what I saw, they do have a membership fee. However, they do have a free trial period. And I just downloaded the app yesterday because I was curious and wanted to see what's going on. And I do think this is pretty cool. And I want you to pause this video right now and go on their website or go on their app and just have a look around, see what's going on there. And I don't actually want you to join any of the trips on there, but knowing that you're not alone in this and seeing how many people are actually traveling by themselves as well will automatically make you feel more motivated. Again, this is not sponsored. You can do the same with workaway.info. I just want to open your eyes to the possibilities out there that you might not have heard or thought about before. Meetup.com is another cool website. It's a platform that connects people with shared interests or hobbies to organize and join group events. I have been using it extensively in the past few weeks to make new friends after moving to a new city, and I absolutely love it. Here are a few other ways you can meet travelers and make friends. Go on organized group tours. Most of them can be booked once you arrive in the country and don't need to be arranged before. There you'll spend a couple hours or a day with a group of other travelers, which is a great way to make friends. As I already mentioned, hostels usually offer organized tours, or they will at least be able to tell you where you can book them. Join free walking tours. Just Google free walking tours and then the name of the place you're going to, and a bunch of options will come up. They do have these in any bigger town or city. Sign up for local cooking classes or dance lessons. Airbnb, for example, has an experience section where you can book all sorts of activities, and I've made a lot of friends during a salsa class I took in Mexico. I used to be in your shoes and had a lot of fears surrounding solo travel, but I'm so glad that I pushed through it. And I really want you to be able to experience this magic as well. Because while I do believe that a little bit of fear and caution can be a good thing, too much of it can potentially hold us back from living our best lives. I recently went on a trip to the rainforest by myself, which I was so afraid of that I couldn't sleep the nights leading up to it, but it turned out to be super freaking awesome. If you need a little bit more solo travel motivation, click somewhere here and check out the video I made about it. I know it feels scary, but like with many other things, if you don't want to wake up one day and regret that you missed your chance, you have to take the leap, close your eyes and jump. I hope you're having the best day ever and see you soon. Bye!